You're listening to the AM Rockland Morning Show, Rockland News. This is Tom Osa. Thanks for joining us today. And I have our co-host, Mike Pfluger, with us.
Hey, Tom, is it time to tell us the news? I love the news.
I believe it is time to tell the news. So let's get right into it. We got a special guest today in just a few minutes. Mike Blyden from the Stony Point Seals is going to tell us about how everything went with the golf outing that occurred this past week. So let's get into it right away. I'm just going to switch off to the main backgrounds. You'll have to forgive me that all that lovely music didn't play in its entirety, but we want to get to everything to make sure that you can make informed choices for today during your morning commute, your morning work. And special thanks to all of our sponsors. We'll get into that right away. But first of all, let's get into the weather. Today's Wednesday. It's going to be 78 degrees and rainy. Tomorrow, Thursday, 89 degrees and rainy. That does not sound very comfortable.
Mother Nature, you are drunk.
How dare you, Mother Nature? Friday, it's going to clear up. It's going to be completely sunny, 79 degrees. Sounds like a lovely time.
That sounds like a perfect day.
Yeah. Saturday and Sunday, 85, 87 degrees.
Well, that's hot.
Mostly sunny. And then all the way through next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday so far, 92, 93, and 89.
Summer will be coming in with gusto.
Hot town, summer in the city. Precipitation today is going to be somewhere between 25 and 40% at around between 5 and 8 p.m. So if you're into rain gear, wear that rain gear.
Watch that evening commute.
Yeah, so let's give you some of the news, and then we're going to take a few breaks here and there to bring on our guests. But first of all, let's get into some Rockland County level news. Michael Parietti is entering the Rockland County executive race. Rockland County's political season is already starting to heat up with Parietti's announced candidacy for county executive this November. Running as an independent under the quote-unquote good gov line, Parietti was validated by the Board of Elections on June 11th. He'll face incumbent Ed Day, who had previously been running unopposed. Parietti, in his initial statement to the local press, stated that he is aiming to tackle corruption, overdevelopment, and unsafe housing. It should be noted that there will seemingly be no Democratic line party candidate running for county executive this November, as the deadline for filing and qualifying has passed. Of course, Rockland News will be following the story as it develops over the course of the next several months. As reported this week on AM Rockland, as well as now on Rockland Biz Journal and LoHUD.
And of course on Rockland Web.
Oh, yeah. That was obvious because we get to it pretty much before anyone else, but that's okay, you guys. 2024 Senate and presidential election votes are being contested with the Rockland County Board of Elections, and a growing number of people right now citing statistical anomalies. I can't even say it properly. Anomalies.
You didn't do your mouth exercises this morning.
I did. Well, it was Wednesday, so I could. In districts such as Ramapo, we're not trying to put a funny spin on this, but it just is happening. A group is challenging a specific set of those results, claiming third-party candidate Diane Saar, hope I'm saying her name right, her votes were undercounted, and the Board of Elections disputes the claim. A hearing is scheduled for September. And many on social media, in case you haven't been on social media over the last decade, especially on the Facebook community groups such as the North Rockland community, the Ramapo community, Clarkstown community group, many are attributing the patterns to the well-documented, and this is the first time that I'm saying this on the show, I'm going to put it in quotes, block.
Oh boy.
Yeah, BLOC. It's got quotes around it. I'm actually just going to stop. I have this note here just to deliver this in kind of Jon Stewart style. We only know what we know, and we don't know what we don't know. So we're just going to commit to reporting this, and I don't know, hopefully we'll have some commentary from people a lot smarter than me.
The commentary can be from you guys, not from us on this matter.
Right.
Moving on.
Right.
What is this OFA?
Moving along, OFA.
What is the OFA?
The Rockland County Office for the Aging.
Oh.
They have launched a portable meal program providing 5 weekly meals to eligible seniors in Spring Valley, Haverstraw, and Nyack. Meals are prepared by Meals on Wheels Rockland.
I have seen them around.
Yeah, they are celebrating their 50th anniversary this year, brother.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, they're really cool. They're actually going to be the beneficiaries for Rockland Music Fest this year.
Excellent.
Yeah, good stuff, man. So to register, contact the Office for the Aging or local partner agencies like the Martin Luther King Center in Spring Valley, as well as the Seventh Day Adventist Church. Drivers were urged to avoid Route 9W last night near Tilcon following a head-on collision that caused significant traffic backups. Delays stretched past Route 304 and extended deep into Haverstraw. No word on the status of the drivers as of yet, and we will continue to find information on this. In addition, old Route 304 and South Mountain Road was closed to the traffic. Motorists should seek alternate routes and expect extended travel times in the area. I should also note that was a news item from Tuesdays. So this was something that happened on Monday night, the accident near Tilcon.
There has been a lot of construction up and down 9W, so be wary, folk. There's a lot of, it's going to take a lot longer to get down that corridor.
Yeah, and I'm just going to put a little footnote here for our news team to remove previous items. That's actually just between you and me, Mike. And
sure. I mean, now you just told everybody.
Yeah, between you and me, Mike. Yeah, that has been absolutely a struggle to make sure that everything is timely and organized. So we get it out there fast and first, but we have to always be accurate. So that's fully on us. This was a Monday night accident that occurred, and we're just saying that now. Okay.
Moving on.
Yes.
To Nyack.
Exactly. Nyack is marking Juneteenth with a full day of events, starting at the Farmers Market and ending at Memorial Park with a rededication of the bench by the road. And in other news, and it's related, but the several events have been postponed and or moved. For instance, the African American Day Parade is going to be later on in the summertime, I believe in August.
Okay.
So the village is also, Mayor Joe Randy mentioned that some of the events are being put off because of those two fires that occurred in Nyack several weeks ago.
And how are those victims doing? Have they been getting lots of donations? And how can you donate to them?
They have, thankfully. So we're going to head over to nyack.link/plaza. And we checked on this yesterday, but right now it looks like the number is up to $93,783 raised. And it's for 13 families. And we see donations literally coming in just last night. So this is a good sign. The community coming out to help people. It was 13 families that were displaced.
Well, and all of you who have donated, we thank you. And I hope these families get back on their feet and back in their homes very soon.
Yeah, definitely. So if you need to, if you want to check this out, you're going to go to nyack.link/plaza and see what we could do to help these 13 families. Clarkstown Parks and Recreation unveils a summer lineup, including a fireworks show on June 25th, tie-dye night on June 26th. No word on if any Grateful Dead participants will be there. And the grand that really just okay.
Yeah,
See, I tried. And the grand opening of an inclusive playground at Zucker Park, the new playground honoring the late councilman Mark Woods, who passed away last year, is wheelchair accessible and designed for children of all abilities.
So it is at Zucker Park this weekend or next week.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, exactly. And we're going to bring on our guest momentarily. Michael Lydon and the Stony Point Seals are extending heartfelt thanks following the success of their second annual golf outing, which was held at Patriot Hills Golf Club. Special appreciation goes to Ron Gerhold and his team at the golf course for smooth operations. Was that better?
Sade.
We actually, our band, one time, we transitioned from a Metallica song into Sade.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, it was tough, but we were able to somehow swing it. And of course, to Rob McFadden over at the Patriot Lounge and the staff for a great meal afterwards. 96 golfers participated, joined by additional guests for lunch. And the Seals also thanked those who donated baskets and prizes, as well as their many hole sponsors. Quote, "We couldn't do this without you," says Lydon. "The team looks forward to next year's event And tonight, on June 18th, is going to be Stony Point night. The Seals will be there, the town will be there, and hopefully many of you will be there in droves. The Boulders are scheduled to play the Quebec Capitals. If you're looking for tickets, look for Kevin Nolan on the Stony Point Community Group.
So, what is it that the Seals actually do? Where our guest is going, maybe I should.
No. It's a great question. For those of you that don't know, the SEALs they raise money for children that are medically fragile for the last 25 or 26 years. The traditional thing is the polar plunge. It's on Super Bowl Sunday, and basically a bunch of nut jobs, myself included,
just like you,
jump into the Hudson River, freezing, and sometimes we got the stage. We play some music. It's a lot of fun.
And do you who jump into the frozen river get sponsored, or how does that work? What does the event actually do?
Yeah, no, it's a good question. So basically, the website is stonypointseals.com, and there's a few different ways of participating. You could be a spectator, which is free. You can jump in the river and get donations, and it all goes through a central point through the SEALs website, or you could just donate.
Sounds good.
Yeah, and I think last year they raised like about 75,000 for kids.
Our guests should be able to confirm.
Yeah, totally. Things, right? You should ask. So we're gonna take a little break. We're gonna come back with Michael Leiden, but that is all the news for today. And I also want to, and again, Mike Kluger is our co-host today. I'm really happy to have him on the show because it's just.
I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, like we just bounce off each other ideas, and
I mean, like in those big sumo suits.
Yeah. So yeah, we should have a good time today, and Michael will be on the show, so we'll be able to gab a little bit. So stay tuned. We're going to stop this episode, but if you hop back on over to our Facebook page, our YouTube page, or now our LinkedIn page, in the next 5 minutes, we'll have the second part of this story, which is going to be with Michael Leiden. So stay tuned, and thank you everybody for being here today. We'll be right back. Let's put that closing music.
Have a good day.
I love that closing music. I really do. All right. We're stop being campy. We'll be right back with Michael Leiden. Thanks, everybody.
He's never going to stop being campy.
I'm just so happy. Special thanks to our sponsors. Actually, Mike, you want to mention our sponsors?
Our sponsors. Brand new 202 Cannabis in Garnerville.
202 Cannabis.
Susan Bova, Coldwell Banker Realty.
Yep.
The Regents Review, celebrating 20 years of SAT and ACT test prep. My children are going through that now. Yabu Fence, Dana Pest Control. Lauren Molino Mueller, Muller, Howard Hanna Rand Realty. Kobe Sushi, Sparkling Clean Homes, The Patriot Lounge, St. Thomas Aquinas College, FZ Perfection, Panchetto Restaurants, Outsourced My IT, Clean Space Management Company, North Rockland Cairo, the Stony Point Pancake Factory, Fiesta Acapulco, the Tactical Citizen, IV Rehab Physical Therapy, and last but not least, Rockland Music Fest.
September 27th, over at the stadium. Got to be there. All right, we'll be right back with Michael Leiden. Thanks for joining us today.